Hi. Okay, there we go. Hello everyone. Hello. Um what a fucked up week. Hi. Thanks for coming into the stream. We're going to take a bit to start the discussions that we're going to talk about cuz we have quite a we're mostly going to talk about two things, okay? Um Two things. We're going to mostly talk about the development of the jelly situation, and then the whole thing with what's her name with Nimi and Vesper and the rats that went around there. We're going to go into a little. I don't necessarily know if we're going to go do a deep dive, but we are going to look at it because it's a lot of fascinating stuff happening over there. Yeah. Oh, Douglas Diaz, big appreciate, man. Yeah. So it was my birthday. It was. Hold on. I'm actually going to show you guys some fucking some pictures, cause I went on what was it like an 8-hour trip or something? Yeah, to a place in Davao called not Davao, sorry, Davao Oriental, like lower Philippines in the GTA server in the Philippines called Mati, and it's pretty good. Hold on, let me see if I can get the photos out. Give me a sec. The food was good. Everything was good. Holy shit. That place is like a gold mine of sorry, not a gold mine. That place was super good. That's all I can say, TBH, because it was just that good. Hold on. Let me see. My photos aren't loading. My photos aren't loading. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I big appreciate it. I was in this place when the whole Phase Connect situation and then the Vesper drama started. That's why I couldn't cover it. All I could really do was make a video about the whole thing on my shitty ass laptop, and that's it. That's all I could have done, and make a second channel video about it. That's all I could do because I was not there. GTA part, is that where the rocket launcher guy was? Yes, Book Wizard, exactly. Yeah. You get your photos printed? No, I'm down. I sent it to my own account on my Discord, and then I'm trying to download it off of my fucking Discord, but it's not sending. Oh well, whatever. I'll show later. I'll show later. Yeah, welcome. The Vesper Rats one. So that, I'm gonna be honest, I have not looked too deeply into that one, and I am scared to. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am scared to get into that one, cause I don't know if there are actually how do I want to say this? How do I say this? Okay, question. Has Nimi or Randon said anything about it lately? The Vesper shit fascinates me because I don't believe it, but there's a lot there. I don't want to go too deep into it if there are actual doxing in there. Like, if I see a real name, if I see the school they went to, if I see a lot of these things that are dangerous to put on screen, I don't think I want to do that. Cause I've been told there is. Oh, Kendi Sensei, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Yeah, thank you so much. Careful, Nosagi, there is heavy doxing regarding that. Yeah, so I've been warned. My guy told me there's heavy doxing in there, actual doxing, not past life doxing, actual doxing. So I don't know if I want to go into it. I feel like what we're probably gonna do there is we're just going to see a couple 4chan threads, see the proof. Okay, we're not. I don't know if we're actually gonna see the proof. We're just going to look at the shit posts, and that's about it, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, thank you. What happened with those two? Oh, so basically, right, the TLDR is that some Japanese people, or I don't know if it was Japanese people who found it out, but there are people in 4chan that have linked some tangible information together that loosely concludes that Nimi and Randon may have been together, may have been a thing. And they're trying to now imply that the reason why Nimi left Hololive is because Hololive fired Randon, aka Vesper. Obviously, That's a wild theory. That's a super wild theory, because for a long time the whole rat was supposed to be Crony and Vesper because of the whole parasocial drama that went along with Crony, right? But now we're going for Nimi Vesper, which is super funny. Actually super funny, right? That's not even close to being true. Yeah, so I did see a lot of people say that that's not the case at all. That certain people's partners have been leaked a long time ago and it's not the other person, right? Like this is some psyop right here that I would have loved to delve into. Like I would have, right? Like this is an entire, it's not an entire video's worth, but it's like an entire dedicated stream video's worth if there just wasn't any doxing involved. Like if you know, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of if you know information. Yeah. And there, holy shit. Yeah. VTuber fans with too much free time can get scary. Yeah, no, exactly. I have a feeling this may have started from the JP side of things, because this is just like a past time for a lot of JP fans. You have to remember, okay, chat, you have to remember. JP fan bases, the JP fan base, they only need one particular piece of information to go off of and they will go ham. Idol fans are that scary. Did you know how they found out what Subaru's PL was, what her docs was? Oh, Tsukino no Kage, hello, welcome back to the stream. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. So, no? Okay, so, oh, Clotho, hi! Welcome to the stream. I saw your voiceover with Rima's thing. The Uma Musume animation. You went pretty fucking hard in there. Yeah. You went pretty fucking hard. So anyway, back to what we were talking about, right? How they managed to find Subaru's docs. Subaru only told JP fans when she joined Ukayu's membership. That's it. That's it. That particular piece of information was the only thing that they needed. Because from that one piece of information, everything unraveled. Yeah. Wait, really? Yeah, really. If I remember, you can quote me if you can quote me on this if I'm wrong. But what I remember from this whole thing is that Subaru was on on a just chatting stream, just talking about shit like that and how she was listening to Okayu's shit, and then she told them when, like the rough time frame she joined Okayu's membership, just so Subaru could see what the fuck was going on behind that paywall, right? And then JP Bros managed to triangulate which accounts joined in this specific order and find out which among them was Subaru. That's it. Yeah, that's all they needed. That one information was all they needed. Happy birthday, Jinkan. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm not trying to say that's not insane, but that's rather specific information. The problem would be that when you join a membership, which accounts join which membership is not public information. It's not. You can't see, if you are not the creator yourself, you are not able to see which member joined when and how many people joined in a specific time frame and which member is which. You can't find that out. That's not public information. Like you can't pull up a channel and find those stats. You need I don't know what you need to be able to pull that sort of information, but I'm gonna imagine you need specific information to get that. Yeah. It's crazy. It's actually fucking crazy. Wasn't Randon kind of unstable and aggressive behind the scenes? That's why he got suspended? That's the running theory, that Randon kinda went Menhera on management, and that's why, that's why he got off Hololive. That's why he got suspended, but then it seems like their relationship kind of soured over the course of that year where Randon was still streaming and then, decided to dip. Yeah. So what? Did they scrub streams to see member join messages? I have no idea. Because it's impossible to find that out, Jinkan, if Okayu was not streaming at that time. Yeah. So I have no idea how they found that out. This happened like over 2-3 years ago, so I don't remember a lot. I don't remember a lot of the details, but that's how they found out. If they have chat on stream, the members are not really a secret. Well, I mean, I guess if Okayu had like a what's the term there? If Okayu had like those like 1 year, 5 year plus waiting rooms just so she can update like the stream schedule, I can see that. But aside from that, I don't know how else they could like figure that out. Yeah. I thought Magni broke NDA or something like that. Vesper dipped with him. If we are going to go ahead with what a certain streamer said about her own experience in Hololive, it's not that Magni broke NDA. Magni just has a lot of just had like some unpleasant experiences with Hololive, Holostars specifically. I don't know if Hololive management and Holostars management are the same thing, but if we are going to take his word at face value, he said something along the lines of there's a lot of things in that company that he just developed a lot of anger for and did not really disclose or say anything too specific other than that. So, yeah, they probably just didn't want to work with Hololive at that point, right? Yeah. And just didn't renew their contract or something. Oh, hey, Candy Sensei, thank you. Yeah, and I can believe Magni on this one, because if you guys remember, literally in 2024, the leader, you know, Altare, he was like complaining about how like he barely gets help from Holostars management, that he has to do everything himself. And then fucking another Holostars member also said something along the same way. Axel said something along the lines of, yeah, guys, keep your voices when you have issues with Hololive, or if you think blah blah blah, yeah, no, your voice matters. Like basically a nod or a leaning towards, yeah, keep bitching about it, so that way Hololive feels pressure to do something. Yeah, I will 100% believe, and there's probably it's probably irrefutable that Holostars management, or how Holostars is treated, is probably not the same as Hololive members are treated. Yeah. Yep. It's also that by trying to be so anonymous. Okay. So you bring an interesting a problem there, Mr. Lorbo. Because here's the thing about VTubing, right? VTubing is supposed to be this platform where you are protected from everything. You are given anonymity, right? You're not going to show your face. All of these like public informations about you won't need to get public. But at the same time, you know, won't that make it appealing to find that in the first place? What's that principle called again, where the more you try to hide it, the more people will want to find it out? Like, literally one of the big draws about VTubing is the anonymity and privacy aspect of it. But the more I think about it, is that really true? You know, is that really true? The stray sound effect. Yeah, thank you. Doesn't the stray sound effect come into play when it comes to matters like that, and make it so that your shit is now out there? Granted, it's not going to be brought up in public forums, right? People aren't going to talk about your relationship in Twitter, right? Maybe in 4chan they will, in like obscure forums they will, but in public spaces where your fans are and where general populations are, they probably won't, unless they have a hate boner for you or something. But aside from that, I feel like the intensity of your should be private information becoming an open secret is probably going to do a lot more harm than good to you, especially if what you were trying to hide is bad in the first place, right? Like relationships, that's fine. But what if you were a VTuber and you have like a sex past case that has been against you, and you were trying to avoid that, and you get into VTubing just so you can hide that. And then, you know, fucking people find that out for obvious reasons, and then boom, fucking the drama becomes 3 times worse, especially when you are in an agency. Right? Like in Niji? Yeah, in Niji. I mean, we have a case recently where literally one of the bigger male VTubers in Niji that joined back in 2024, I forgot the exact name. Oh, Rough Mao. Yeah, Rough Mao. I remember Rough Mao because Rough Mao launched literally in 2023 when the drama against Niji Sanji was starting to rise, right? I remember Rough Mao, and one of the members there was allegedly a sex pest. We're not going to get into that drama right now because I haven't like looked into that yet. I only know the bare bones of it. But like that's insane to me. That cheating CS:GO girl claiming friend. Oh my god, really? Are you for real? Oh, Zippy Zap, thank you for the super chat. Speaking on anonymity, Nusagi, we good on your Discord server? Will it die once the ID checks in March? Oh, I saw the whole Discord server. Discord will ask for your ID. Fucking bullshit. I don't know. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Okay. I know a lot of people. I saw the Charlie video on it. I know a lot of people are angry about that whole thing. Personally, I don't give a shit, right? So, if you get groomed, or if you are a minor and you happen to have like a sexual interaction in my Discord server, you fucking suck as a human being. Imagine getting groomed in my Discord server. Literally, all we talk about here are waifus and drama and shitposting. Like, I don't see a universe where that will ever happen. I'm gonna be real with you. So, I don't feel the pressure or the need to do something about my Discord server once that thing launches up, right? Like, I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, it really is just natural selection, and I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Imagine, right? Fucking imagine. And look, I don't think I have too much minors in my Discord server, right? Like, yes, a lot right now. Not most, but like a lot of my YouTube audiences are women. But people in my Discord server are mostly men. I don't think we're going to have any problems there. I'm gonna be real with you. Right? We're not going to have fucking Jane Hololive fucking come in here and get groomed and then... Well, I mean, unless it's a psyop to make me look bad, but in that case, yeah, but I don't think so. People said you can use AI-generated image to pass the age verification. I mean, it's fucking Discord, right? It's Discord. Yeah. How do I join your Discord server? Oh, it's, hold on. Is it on my... Do I have my card site in the stream, in the description? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to go on my card site on my description in the very bottom, sagiv1.card, right? You're going to click on that and just get into the, click the Discord server thing. Yeah, yeah. It's not a rat. It's not a rat, Daniel Hakim. They're actually gonna make it happen. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to go back to what Phobia said. What's her name? Where's the Clara girl now? I want to look at Phobia. You have to let me know now. Type it in the chat. What's her name now? We're gonna look it up on screen right now. Who the fuck is this guy now? Why is he? Yeah. No, I'm just assuming it, bro. Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought it was real. Bro, if you were real, I would go into that, right? Because another dilemma when it comes to like re-debuting as a VTuber too is that a lot of people, bad actors, are going to want to get into VTubing because they think it's like, a phoenix birthing out from the ashes, a second chance to get away from the drama that plagued them from their previous community or previous career, right? To a certain extent, If you are a bad actor, go fuck yourself. VTubing is not for that. My culture is not your costume. But there are people like Saba / Gura who doesn't really want that kind of community or do want to kind of make that content anymore. So they try and reinvent themselves via VTubing. And that does happen. I will always support people that may have made a little oopsie in the past and, you know, and want to get into VTubing to try and redeem themselves or get a second chance. My only criteria is that you're not a criminal, you're not a sex pest, you haven't scammed anyone, X, Y, and Z. And you're not a problematic person. And by problematic, my definition for problematic is heavy, by the way. I don't just mean you saying the N-word one time on screen and that suddenly makes you problematic or that you have a right-wing audience. That doesn't matter to me. No. As long as you're not problematic, like you're not a sex pest or something, you're good. Face Connect Clara? No, not Face Connect Clara. There was an incident in CSGO where like a dumb bitch got caught trying to fucking cheat, right? And then she forgot to turn it off for stream, and she tried to say, "Oh my god, Clara, what have you done to my PC?" as a way to, like, you know, pin the blame on some invisible force, some invisible character, to make chat think that she wasn't cheating and that this was actually like the fault of somebody else. Yeah. Logan Point can't join. I would shoo Logan Paul out of VTubing. I would make it a vendetta. I would. Holy shit, I don't like that dude. I really don't. Gura's biggest oopsie is how fast she got popular. That sort of thing is always a double-edged sword on popular weeb, right? Like, I would like to think FaZe Connect find themselves in the same predicament. There are certain content creators or group of content creators or even an agency where you are popular not in spite of your controversial shenanigans, but that you are popular because of your controversial shenanigans, right? And then when you get to a certain size, when you get big enough, you don't get invited to public spaces where when a company or group of people wants to make it PR friendly, wants to make it as sanitized as possible, right? Just so their brands or their sponsors won't be scared about like doing this whole thing or giving money, and that you are forced to sanitize your content and cater to that sort of thing, right? And that's the problem. That's the problem. If you are a controversial content creator, you have to stay small or medium, preferably medium. That way, it's like a decent size of a decent like balance of the amount of money you get from being a content creator, and for you to be true to the kind of content that you want to do, right? Because if you get big enough, even if a lot of people deny it, they will experience being left out. FOMO will kick the fuck in, and you will be convinced by your peers or by the algorithm in general that what you're doing is bad or that you're a bad person, and you will eventually cave. Obviously, it's different if you do actually believe in the things that you're trying to do and that you still want to be controversial because you know that's your audience, you know that's what made you popular, and you want to keep doing it. And it will burn you out. But as long as you're aware of that, then go ahead and do it. That's why when agencies right now, at least in the current state of VTubing, when agencies want to be popular, they do not want to copy FaZe Connect. Okay? They do not. Yeah. Sakana's biggest mistake. True! Was trying to do something. He wins when he does nothing. True. Yeah, so that's a good segue for what we're going to talk about, okay? We're going to get into like the development of the FaZe Connect situation now, okay? Yeah. Hello, hi. The FaZe Connect model is not sustainable for growth. It's not. It's really not. It is in the, like I said in my like Sagi V2 video, it is in the best interest for a company to be as politically neutral as possible. Even if you don't say anything or support anyone politically, right? What your talents say and their audience what the audience they cultivate is going to be the general audience's perception of where you lean politically, which fucking sucks, right? Which fucking sucks. Because, like, for example, if let's play with the hypothetical that most members in Phase Connect are actually left-leaning, but because of how Pipa and Phase Connect got popular in 4chan adjacent spheres, right? They garnered a right-wing audience or a base Channer Chud audience, right? What the fuck do you do then? What the fuck do you do then? You don't get to fucking do anything. That's the problem, right? Because when you do anything, it's going to hurt you one way or the other. You either fucking do something that makes you look bad or do something that makes you look worse. In this case with Face Connect, I think what they did makes them look worse. Yes. So let's going to talk about this, okay? An important, we already talked about this. We already know about the situation about how, look at this chat, okay? 6 million views, 6.5k likes, 4.7 comments. Wow. Wow, look at that. A lot. 4chan adjacent Chud, what are you, CCP? Going against commie cancel culture isn't a Chud thing? That's not what I'm talking about. That's why I'm talking about, like, theoretically. Like, when I first phrased that question, I said theoretically. Or, like, you know, just imagine, like, in any situation similar to that, you just don't get to win, no matter what you do, right? So anyway, we go along with doing this, right? This happens, the whole thing happens. People shit on Face Connect because why the fuck would they even do this in the first place? We all agree with this, right? Like, we all agree. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree. I'm not gonna like speak for you guys, but I think this, regardless if you agree with it or not, is the wrong thing to do. Like, this is not it. Like, Face Connect, this is not it. Right? Yeah, I think they should have just ignored it. I think the best thing that they should have done is, okay, have Jelly or have management delete the tweet and leave it at that. Just ignore it. Yeah. That way, like, you don't get to do this. You don't get to do this, right? And then shortly after what happened, fucking Clara graduates. And you know what the greatest, oh no, not greatest, sorry, what the most fucked up thing about all of this was? Asmongold doxed her. And that was insane to me. When somebody said that to me, I didn't believe it. I didn't fucking believe it. I'm not talking about PL docs, by the way, chat. I'm talking about real name fucking docs. Holy shit. And look, obviously we're using docs loosely here. But me personally, when it comes to real names, when it comes to, how do I want to say this? How do I want to say this? When it comes to shit like this, you want, like, let's say Asmongold wants to, like, mock or make fun of Clara for everything that happened here. You kinda want to censor, at least, the things that you're saying. Right? Even if it was public, courtesy is what matters here. Right? Like, hey, you can make fun of me for, you know, for doing, well, not actually doing the same thing that Asmongold did. I feel like what I did was infinitely less, like, PR-wise bad because I put it on a paywall. It was not supposed to be for public consumption. Whereas Asmongold did it in a way where it's hostile towards Clara, right? That was insane to me. Yeah. No sympathy after the provocative attacking evil aggression she put out. Here's what I think. Here's what I think about, like, okay, look, here's what I think about that whole thing. Okay. To me, it does not matter what a what a talent says on their PL on another account or any account managed by the not managed by the agency. Okay, it does not matter. It really does not. To me, oh well, I don't think it really. I mean, okay, look. In principle, sure, you might care about that, but realistically, Face Connect cannot and should not punish her for it. They cannot. Because once that happens, do you think Face Connect should be able to then dictate what the talents can and can't say on their PL? Should Face Connect be able to dictate what the talents are able to say on their PL unless it breaks? Oh, and obviously, the caveat there is if it breaks NDA. But like, there was no realistic way Face Connect could ever do anything about it. Yeah. Still wishing upon someone's death even in the APL is a bad look, Nusagi. Yes, you can agree with that. But Face Connect cannot and should not do anything about it, is what I'm trying to say. Because it's a bad precedent. It is a bad precedent. Yeah. Cause I saw a lot of people like wanting Face Connect to do something about Clara. Like punish her, suspend her, terminate her, or whatever. Why? Oh, thank you, Stunk B. Thank you for the $10, dude. Yeah, thank you about that. Yeah. But yeah, this is like my problem with this sort of thing. You cannot do that. A VTuber company, or any company for that matter, should not be able to do that. And they can't. That's why they didn't do anything about it. Yeah. Did Clara even... Yeah, Book Wizard? Yes. The answer is yes. Unfortunately, she did say that. Yeah. Because she was pushing political violence. Is that something... If it does not concern the company, it does not concern the company. She did it on her PL. Something where Face Connect cannot manage. Imagine, okay, let's put it this way. Imagine if Hololive tells Orange Woman to shut the fuck up and not say anything about politics or Elon Musk on her PL account. Would you agree with that? Hey, Orange Woman, please stop tweeting about Elon Musk or anything that will or anything that will leak what you think politically, or it will make the company look bad and blah blah blah. Do you think they should be able to do that? The answer is no. Obviously. The same principle applies here. That account has nothing to do with Face Connect. That account has nothing to do with Face Connect. So you cannot expect Face Connect to do anything about it. Yeah, exactly. Hi, yo, man. Welcome to the stream. Emoet, thank you. So, yeah. So I don't know why people really wanted Face Connect to do anything about it, expecting that Face Connect could, because realistically they can't. Either way, this is what happened, right? Yeah. Suddenly, Clara is graduating. Then Clara says, "I just want to state this is a decision I made mid-November and had been contemplating for a while then. I didn't want to draw attention away from my GenMate Memories graduation last month, and we finalized that date earlier this week. Thank you." Okay. And, well, I mean, do we need to go to the post-view activity? Probably not, right? Oh, it's just, okay, yeah, it's just some people over there, and then she muted people. Only accounts, okay. View post history. Let's look at this. Actually, we're going to look at this now. God damn, yeah, she's being fucking roasted over here. Wow. Yeah. Holy shit. Mm. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough. Yeah. So that's what happened. Okay? That's what happened. And then it doesn't end from there. Okay, it doesn't end from there. Oh wait, yeah, this is like this is like the conversation I wanted to get across. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing I wanted to get across, but it doesn't end from there because after that whole thing happened, of course we're here on VTuber Drama, right? Now, I guess for some context, this is Jelly's PL. May or may not be true. I cannot confirm nor deny, right? But then apparently, Jelly has been following people that she knows are supporters of herself and supporters of her Face Connect and her friends, right? And then people are calling her a bigot, right? And then shortly after, Bint, fucking boogie, the Twitter boogeyman, right? She unfollowed all of them except Kershaw, lol. Maybe the fishman saw my post. Pipa still follows Gritchit, though, fun fact. And this is, sentiments like these are what I think is retarded, right? I think in general, if you were mad about what Jelly said, you might be retarded. You can disagree with it. You can think her crash out might be a little bit of an overreaction. But to think that what Jelly said has any sort of political leaning or is in some way, shape, or form worth raging on, I think you might be retarded. Right? Because look, what if the reason Jelly is following these people are one, these are her actual audience, and two, you people are not the type of people that's ever going to be pleased. I think we're clear on what Jelly's stance are, bros, right? Bro is Southeast Asian. I don't see a reason why she should care about what the fuck goes in on your country. Okay? And if her friends or her audience are right-wing or right-wing adjacent, then there's two things you need to keep in mind. Like all of us needs to keep in mind when it comes to these sorts of things. One, why would that matter to someone whose job it is to entertain and to sing? And again, to someone who doesn't give a shit about your country politics, right? Two, you can be friends with someone you disagree with politically. This is an alien concept to far right and far left retards, because all they stick to are people in their own echo chambers. But you can actually be friends with both a right-tard and a left-tard, especially if you don't live in the country where that happens. And just because you do that doesn't mean you lean into one political opinion or the other. I've been called this multiple times, chat. I've been called this multiple times. Like, I've been called a bigot or I've been called blah blah blah, these people, for having a positive interaction or having cordial interactions with people that has a certain political leaning in Twitter or anywhere else. Yeah. It doesn't mean you're a bigot or that you like or even agree with what your friend is saying, right? And the secret third thing is that you should be loyal to your friends. And I think that's what Jelly is doing here, and also what Jelly's friends are doing to her. As far as Jelly or anyone that's Jelly's friends are concerned, Jelly said nothing worth not being friends with anymore. Being a retard or saying something wrong at the time won't be enough for real friends to roach out on you like that. Being a sex pest or a pedophile or all these horrible crimes will, but not for things like this. Yeah, again, it's an alien concept to both a far right-tard and a far left-tard, but not everything has to revolve around politics or revolve around your politics. To me, this is not a matter of politics, it's a matter of principle. These people are screeching about all these bullshit for literally no other reason. Nusagi, you assume that every Americans are sane right now. Everyone is extremely hot-tempered and angry at something and willing to throw whatever the fuck under the bus if it doesn't fit their view. No, no, no. Young Lex, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly the opposite of what I'm saying. Oh, sorry. That's exactly the opposite sentiment of what I have. I think people are insane right now. Yes, exactly. That's why I'm here trying to... calling them out for being a retard and like trying to at least like the people that are on my chat right now, ground them back into reality. Yeah. And for some reason, there will always be like, I don't know. I feel like what I'm saying right now isn't even controversial. I feel like what I'm saying right now is like a very lukewarm take. Like for some reason, I have people arguing with me on Twitter, arguing in my comment section, in my whatchamacallit, in my second channel video about the whole Face Connect situation, where I say the warmest possible take ever, and people are still arguing about that, and I don't get that. I really don't. What I just said right now about the whole politics thing, about how like you can be friends with someone you don't agree with politically, or that people that aren't even beholden to American politics shouldn't give a shit about it, and because it's not their job. People are bitching about that the same way people are bitching about how FaZe Connect shouldn't control or dictate what a talent says on their PL. Like for some reason, that's a hot take. Yeah. Like, goddamn, America will export its politics. And I hate that, right? I really do. Because I feel like there's a lot of... There's a lot of things that America is doing right now that makes you guys look more entertaining. Right? And I think why that is because both sides of the political spectrum there treat the situation as a life or death situation. They treat it with so much gravitas and seriousness, right? And chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. I sympathize with the fact that a lot of you feel that way regardless of your political position, but literally from any outsider that's not... From any outsider that looks so fucking funny. It is so fucking funny. Like, it is. Holy shit. And I am sorry that I'm saying that. But I think that speaks more about you guys than it speaks about us. You know what I mean? Americans have at any point in history cared about outsider opinions. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I mean, maybe you're talking about like internet outsiders, but if you're talking about like the PR of America and how America wants to be seen as like, you know, maybe the police of the world or like some sort of leader that everyone should look at, look up to, or blah blah blah. Yes, they do. It has and always has been in America's best interest to look the best and have people around them, like other countries and other people, have a positive opinion around them since World War I and II. Yeah. They totally do. Usagi, I studied political sciences in the field of ideologies and worked for a while in that field. You don't even understand how right you are. I mean, I feel like it's common sense, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not even... Like, chat, you have to remember, I'm a high school dropout. Like, a lot of this, to me, is just common sense. I'm not even trying to brag, but I feel like that's the case here. Personally, I think if you don't want to engage in what's going on in America, you might not want to discuss too much. That just invites... I think, I don't know if you're referring to me, Young Lex, but in the problem with that sort of thing is that any discourse in the internet right now will always have political ties. And I hate that, right? Because, yeah, maybe, like, I don't want... Because, how do I want to say this? How do I want to say this? let's use Jujutsu Kaisen as an example. Okay, let's use Jujutsu Kaisen as an example. Do you guys know Kirara? Do you guys know Kirara? That is a bro. That is a guy. And there are people super angry with the fact that that's a guy. And for some reason, it has become a cultural war. Okay? It has. What if the author just wanted to have a cute femboy and that's it? It doesn't have to be a sort of cultural war. But the problem with like being in American platforms, when things get into like when people are when like any sort of media are viewed in American lens or American media, there will always be politics associated for it for the smallest reasons, and I don't like that. Yeah. Lamau this shit again? No, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're here right now, even. That's why we're here right now. To talk about this. Any thoughts about the Miori Celesta situation? What's the Miori Celesta situation? What's going on here? Going on a hiatus? Why? Oh Jesus, 48-hour. Okay, let me see this. True, Vesper did it again. Then she panicked. Oh my god. If this drama is exactly what I think it is, then I don't even wanna... So let me get this straight. This happens around the same time the rats around Nimi and Vesper being probably together happened? So does that mean Miori, Celesta, and Vesper was a thing at one point? Oh my god. I can't believe bro would do this. I can't believe they would do this. Why would she do this, chat? Okay, never mind. This is not funny anymore. A possible permanent hiatus? What? However, she will continue to upload music on her channel. She also delisted pretty much all of her VODs, but you can find them in the delisted VODs playlist. Note, Miori has elected not to include her gaming VODs in said playlist. Those are still gone. Bro. Okay, I would... oh my god, bro. Oh my god. All rats are real indeed. Actually, you know what? You know what? Oh, Margarita, hi! Can't watch the stream because my internet is pretty bad, but happy birthday, buddy man. Aw, thank you. Oh yeah, we're gonna react to this later. Thank you, Margot. Oh, by the way, don't get groomed in my Discord server. Cause, you know, otherwise that will be a skill issue. Oh, hi. That's myself. So, who are these whores? Okay, chat, you have to tell me, okay? Yeah, you have to tell me. So, has Nimi or Randon addressed the rats at all? It would be very, I mean, obviously, the smart thing to do which I imagine both Randon and Nimi are smart people. The smart thing to do would be to ignore the rats, right? And let the schizo out. But like, it would be very funny if they addressed it. No? Oh, okay. I feel like I kind of wanted to do it. You know what I mean? I just want to see something funny. Yeah. Oh well. Oh wait, Nimi Nightmare. True, this couple is smart. You're not wrong. They should totally collab. True. Nimi likes her green, and you know what else is green? Orcs. I'm sorry again for the lack of updates streams. I got an ear infection. I've been so dizzy and nauseous I haven't been able to do anything. But I think I'm getting better now. Cool stuff still coming soon. Okay. Okay, let's break this down. Okay, let's break this down. Cool stuff still coming. Dizzy? Oh god, no, and nauseous too. Oh my god. An ear infection? How would Nimi get an ear infection? Chat? Could this possibly be pregnant? So she's basically saying she's got an ear infection because, you know, she got fucked so wild, right? So, never mind, I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm gonna make the joke. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna make the joke. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I think Nimi got fucked so hard, her brains literally exploded, and that's why she got an ear infection, right? Like the matter fucking splat all the way to her ear. And then, after that, stuff has happened, she's so dizzy and so nauseous, but she thinks she's getting better now because cool stuff, aka green orc dick, is now able to permanently, you know, because she's pregnant at this point. You know what I mean? God damn. There has to be like rat posting around this, right? There has to be. There has to be. No quote retweets? Oh god, I'm disappointed. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay, let's look at this. So, JP Hollow Twitter now using English 4chan as a source for their tweets. This is the only extent that we're going to go through it, okay? We're not going to go too deep into it because apparently, again, there's like hard doxing in there, so we're not going to get into that. So, let's look at this. Theory emerges that Nimi Nightmare, the reincarnation of a former... Yeah, okay, we know this. Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, there we go. Okay, so these are the sources, okay? So she's marrying Vesper, and first I guessed, then I was told that apparently he's an abusive guy that likes to yell at her. She thinks she can fix him for some reason, but it appears that's not the case. IDK why she decided to marry him if he's abusive to her. Also, it seems like she wanted to announce her marriage back when she was Fauna, but was denied. Duh, that's practically career suicide. She left because she wanted to start a family with him. She might announce one day that Vesper Rondon is her husband. Source is my friend T. Oh, okay, I get it. You know, it's from friend T, T-chan. Ah, I get it. I get it. True. How could you not trust friend T? Exactly. And then the guy copy pasted it and put it in Google Translate. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Now let's look at this. Oh shit, come on dude. Let's zoom in. Zoom. Okay. Pretended to be Gura to get free Factoria oh wait, never mind. Broke into Nene's house, killed her beetles. Oh true, this did happen. Remember when Nene's beetles fucking died and Nene had a mental breakdown? It's because of Vesper. Everything is always going to be about Vesper. Go to General DN. I linked the video. Oh, let's look at that later. Or maybe not. We'll see. Let's see. Told his manager to fuck off. Is Laplas's boyfriend. Keeps inviting her to Valorant games when she's supposed to stream. Wore a sheet over his head and pretended to be a ghost to scare the shit out of Chloe. Oh fuck! Do you guys remember that? Holy shit! I remember one time fucking Chloe left her house or had to move because she felt like there was a ghost. I remember that. Okay. Okay. I also remember the Laplace boyfriend incident. Sells Mori her Xanax, late and alcohol and fast food. Gotcha. Hacked Rusha's Discord during the GTA collab with Miko. True, that's why fucking, what's his name? Mafu's shit popped off and that never happened. Oh god. Is the Japanese drama tuber apparently he's also not, what's his name? What's that? Narusaki Sabaki. Yeah, Narukami Sabaki. Yes, okay, true. Dressed up as Kotoka and asked Mel about cover secret projects, then told Iago about it. So he's behind Mel's termination. Gotcha. Okay. Hacked Towa's Discord and was the male voice on her stream. Oh, this was back in 2020 though. But true. Open the door behind Matsuri? Oh god. Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't Matsuri, it was under another name, you know what I mean? But yes. God, why would Vesper do this to us, man? I swear to God. Is the host that blackmailed Matsuri was Mel's manager? Oh, I remember this too, 2020. Finger bang! Chat, do you guys remember the Ollie finger bang incident? Okay, so the Ollie finger bang incident was, this was back in 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022. There was a certain stream where Ollie was like suddenly moaning all of a sudden, right? And it was consistent. So the narrative went along there where Ollie was like masturbating while she was streaming. Obviously, I don't know if that's true, but the fact that Vesper might be responsible for that is actually so fucking funny. That is amazing. Actually amazing. God damn. Let's look at this. Set fire to Subaru's house. Oh my god, true. Oh, actually, you know what? That might be a good thing. Because, you know, blessing in disguise. Fucking Vesper is the reason why Subaru joined Hololive. Subaru wouldn't have joined Hololive if her house didn't burn down, okay? Okay. Orchestrated the Trash Taste collab. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. With Mori. Connor and Vebe's statements about Hololive were written by him. I remember that. Is the reason Nene, Laplace, and Shion's depressions. Oh, is it because like he was cheating on all three of them? That might be insane. Photoshop Luna out of the Holofest poster when nobody was looking. Okay. Spoke perfect Cantonese. What? Spoke perfect Cantonese and perfectly impersonated Bay's mother on stream? Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, Whisper whispered in Gunrun tires to take the money. Oh my god. Alejandro, that is so fucking true. Oh, true. Orchestrated, by the way. Orchestrated. Okay. Convinced Picard to buy the monkey, obviously. Dug the hole in Minecraft. Injected Ina with the vax and gave her the heart disease. My Hololive lore knowledge does not reach this point. Broke Luna's neck during the oh my god. Ripped a fat shark during Bori's stream. Gave Crony books about woke gender shit during her childhood. Vesper is probably the reason why Orange Woman hates Elon Musk too. Yeah. Built base cook shed. Oh fuck, I don't know this lore. Fuck, I'm a fake fan. damaged Suisei and Marine's voices true by those constant necking, you know, those good old necks. Exactly. Orange Woman? Yes, Orange Woman. Is the reason why Gura Ame Shion Ayame barely stream? Interesting. Come on, why does it keep doing that? Sees sent anti-messages to Iofi after Among Us collab. Oh, I remember this. I remember this back during the first Among Us collab. JP, ID, and EN was so chaotic because ID had to serve, especially Iofi, had to serve as a translator for all of them, right? And Iofi was super overwhelmed, and a lot of Gura fans, yes, it was specifically Gura fans, if I remember correctly, were complaining about that she didn't do her job properly or some shit like that. I don't remember. But that was loosely what happened. Yeah. Shit. I didn't know he was behind that, though. Made Kobo eat literal shit. Traced Nene's drawing. Oh, I remember the Nene tracing incident. I remember that. Forces cover to sell acrylic stands. Drugged Mori right after meme review. Gave Mio food poisoning and made her puke on stream. Oh, I also remember that. Runs the Argentina central bank and is responsible. Okay, you know what? This might be a good thing because the Argentinian, I don't know what their currency is called. The Argentinian Superchat thing, NijiEN is like the most notorious receiver of this. Yeah. Intercepted Flare Nene Iris initial designs and replaced them with the design he made. How do designs even get intercepted? Oh, Peso? Oh shit, okay, Peso. Coded that YouTube analytics to list Taiwan. So Vesper is responsible for the Kyryokoko incident? Fuck. Okay. Well, you know what? I have to thank Vesper for that then, because without that, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here, right? Is the shadow president of Taiwan? You know what? Based, I respect that. I respect that. Hey, Vesper, can I say the C word? You know what? I'm not gonna say the C word. It would be very funny. Hey, Vesper, if those people decides to invade Taiwan, do your time traveling shenanigans and make, undo all of it. Simultaneously runs Chinese. Oh shit! Never mind. He's a psyop. He's a professional psyoper. He plays both sides so that he gets on top. He doesn't have any loyalties except to himself. Oh my god. Managed Policy N. And is responsible for every bad decision they made, causing the entire branch to get fired, including watching Wolf Warrior. Shit. So, the voice telling what's his name? Who was the traitor communist girl? What's his name? So he was the devil on that girl's shoulder, whispering, "Watch Wolf Warrior" to her. Artia, yes, Artia. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shit. Ordered Russia to invade Ukraine so Russian fans couldn't donate to Bhutan any longer. Okay, but why would they not want Bhutan to donate to why would he not want Russians to donate to Bhutan any longer? What is your game here, Orkman? Killed Fauna's cat. Oh my, okay, wow, okay, never mind, that's not funny. Well, it is a little funny, but yeah. Told Mori's sister about the Airbnb and suggested the Razor. Oh shit! True, I was going to get it to the Gura, but that's next. Fed boner pills to every dude at the house party and told them where Gura was hiding. Told Mary she was up to shenanigans. Added himself as a friend in Gura and Iris' Switch accounts. Oh my god. So, Vesper is literally why Gura graduated. Gotcha. What's a rager? Oh, rager is basically like those wild parties that are very loud and fucking, like there's a lot of drugs or alcohol involved. Like those sort of ragers. That's the kind of rager I'm understanding, at least. That's how I interpret it. Gotcha. Convinced? Oh shit, come on, dude. Stop doing that. Is single-handedly responsible for every orangey woman post bad. Ran the egg cord. Gotcha. I see. Convinced Miko that Pecora would totally enjoy it if she initiated sex with her out of nowhere without asking during their sleepover. Chat, fuck, I'm a fake fan. I don't know this lore. Is the CEO of Capcom and paused the Holocaust. I remember that. By deciding to copyright strike Miko. Ah, fuck, yes. For playing some decade-old DS game, requiring permissions. Yes, I remember that. The Holocaust. Planted the Reine Docs pictures in Ollie's image folder. I don't remember this. Infected Kanata with her ear disease. Oh my god. You can't do that. You don't do that to Kanata. Oh my god. Got Choco and Kiara shadow banned. I don't know that lore. Maybe unless this Anon means like, you know, where they got like temporarily banned. Told Susan to crack down on lewd content. Okay. Tweeted out all the anti-tweets that made Huke cancel the Kiara Minecraft collab. Oh fuck, holy shit. Fired Shinove? Why would he fire the Holostars manager? Forced Kira, Suzaku, and Kaoru to graduate. I see. Who's Susan? Oh, YouTube CEO. God damn. At this point, right, it's probably easier to list down the things... It's probably easier to list down the things fucking Vesper did not do. Why would Vesper do this, bros? Why would he do that to us? Okay, oh, that's Kiara's artist. But wait, there's more? Oh my god, there's more! Okay. There's more. Okay. Hired Hitomi Chris. Gave Hitomi Chris her equipment in return for sexual favors? Oh my god, I remember that. I made a whole video about it. Is Aloe's father. Is Aloe's abusive father, you mean? Shit. Oh, hi, Geminex. Welcome to the stream. He leaked Aloe's private stream. I remember that. Pretended to be Nijisanji's fans and antied her until she graduated. I remember that. Told Risu to never do Oh my god, why would you do that, Vesper? Told Crony, Mori, Am, and Ina to collab with Tempus. Shit. No, wait a minute. No. So you're telling me the person that made this happen, by the way, was actually Axel. Not Axel, sorry. Altare. Regis Altare. But what if Vesper was the one who convinced Regis to do that? So Regis will take the blame instead of him. Have we thought about that? Shit! Oh my god! Why would he do that, chat? Hired Tempus, hired Mori, hired Gerard, hired Herb. Is Omega Alpha? Oh, true. Is J-Chad? Oh my god, he's all the managers. Organized. I don't know how to read that. Forced the girls to join at gunpoint. Oh my god. He was everywhere at the same... He literally Kagi Bojushin no Jutsu in every girl's house and fucking threatened them at gunpoint. True. Convinced Coco should make me more money as an indie in the world. Oh my god. Okay. Forced Sana to graduate. Oh shit. Dressed up as Ollie, passed Gerard the interview question so he could ace the interview. So yeah, he literally hired Gerard, yes. Told Gerard about hate marketing and told him to tweet at Gura and Mume to intentionally piss people off. That would be something. Yes, exactly. Decided to fuck with Nijisanji for a change and told Riku it would be a genius idea to have management harassed while she was in the hospital and subsequently to have the blacks. Thank you. Hey, Vesper, if this is true, thank you. You are the reason 2024 was my most profitable year. Irresponsible for Fauna's periods, incapacitating her for a week every month. Oh shit. So So like, his big green orc dick literally has enzymes that make periods infinitely worse than normal? You're telling me that's a thing? Shit. Now he cured her. Yeah, he cured her by getting her pregnant so he doesn't have periods anymore. Yes, exactly. Spag sauce, that's how he gets you. He's that genie, the master of the monkey's paw that makes your wish come true but always with a twist. His name starts with a V for Vesper. Okay? It will always be Vesper. Jesus Christ, you can't do that. Shit. Vesper can cure your Oshi's tummy hurt. Exactly. You just need to let Vesper in. Oh my god. Is convinced Crony to go on hiatus to get plastic surgery? She's Korean. She would do that without Vesper telling her to, though. Is the manager that told Hato she couldn't go into the EN Minecraft? Aw, fuck, you can't do that. Runs Herb's YouTube account is the one writing constant messages in Holostar's chat. Oh shit, so it's a psyop. Convinced Battle to collab with Bay and said his Fujos wouldn't get mad. I don't know Holostar's lore. Convinced Herb that homo collabing would be good for her own growth. You know what? Based. Convinced Herb that doing nothing but unarchived karaoke's and super chat readings would be good for her own growth. Why would Vesper do this? To Herb of all people. Why would she do that? Runs all the accounts constantly asking Kiara and Iris to homo collab. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Wrote the script for Fauna and Ina's talk to their chats. Oh shit, is that why it feels so stiff? Oh my god. Convinced Shiori to have the collab choices talk during debut. Oh true. Remember when Shiori never mentioned that anymore? Yeah, it's probably because of Vesper fucking whispering that venom into her ear. Shit, bros. Runs all the accounts constantly shit-talking Nerissa's gaming skills, causing her to drop games. True, so Nerissa could like dedicate all of his time to fucking him instead. Gave HN okay, never mind. Hey man, that's not funny, man. Told Gammas to send dick pics to Hello members. Oh shit. I remember Gamma got cancelled. Or sorry, Gamma got graduated. Or was it terminated? I forgot. But I don't remember why. Pulled Mori's perms for Dark Souls 3? So wait, you're telling me that Orc Green Vesper is also like a producer for FromSoft? Shit, man, you can't say that. Told Ririka, oh never mind, fucked with Gura's projects and mixed her songs. Her songs are pretty okay. Told Ririka that homo collabing would be great for her career and to chastise her fans for not liking it. That happened? I don't remember that happening. Actually. Fuck, I'm not deep in the lore. Vaccinated Shiori as a child and gave her crippling autism. Oh, true. What the fuck was it? Fucking vaccines give you autism or something? Yeah. Convinced Fuwamoko to move to Japan. Dresses up as Fuwawa and molests Mokoko every night? Oh my god. Vesper, you can't do that. Vesper told Sakana to release a PR statement calling Jelly a... Oh, fuck, you're so right, though. You're so cool. Told Matsuri she should, okay, E-Online Roleplay, ERP during VCR GTA RP, oh my fucking god. Is the Twitch Johnny who banned all the E-celebs she ERP'd with so that his fans would be attack her? I didn't know Matsuri did, like, online roleplay. I didn't know that. Collab with Tenma and cucked her fans. Deserved. Told Yago to have the stars join GTA RP to cuck other fans of other girls from other companies. Also deserved. Convinced Magni that both of them could totally make it as indies. Fuck, now I kinda wanna look at what Magni is up to. Shit. Convinced... Oh, never mind. Good. Oh wait, convinced Magni that both of them could easily make it as indies. Told them that he'd easily pay off his student loans once they don't owe cover a cut anymore. Married Aqua and told her to become a housewife. Oh shit! ARPed every single member of Hololive in front of Iago while doing the lines of Coca. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, whatever. Wow. He ain't a VTuber anymore. He into IRL streaming. Wait, doesn't he have like a her Casper account? Casper Cataccini. Isn't this still here? Yeah, okay. Streamed 7 hours ago. Yeah, it's still here. He's still at it. He's still at it. What's his viewership though? I see. So he's juggling both. Does he stream on YouTube? Okay. Two years ago? What? Wait, he's not streaming anymore even. What the fuck is this, bro? Okay, well, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is, again, it would literally go fuck himself over if he promoted his IRL less than the YouTube one. Like, it would be fucked up. He was Professor Lando? Yeah, he is. Wake me when he gets arrested for the DV. I'm sure it won't be long. True. True. Shit, dude. Shit. Oh my god. So Vesper is the reason why RAM prices are high. Yeah, so he can digitally have all the e-girls and the e-whores on Discord, and you guys won't. Shit. That's what happened, okay? That's what happens when you do this shit. Okay, chat? Okay? Jesus. I wanna watch this, by the way. Goth girl, your mom always warned you about. Let me see this. So that's why Discord... Oh, fuck! He's also responsible for that, Valar. He's responsible for that. He doesn't want future competition to train on the ground, so to speak. You know what I mean? Shit. Always 2 steps ahead. True. She's going for pastel goth now? That's okay.
This candle is actually animated. I don't know if you noticed. See? I can also eat popcorn.
I wish that was me.
I just wanted to show you the fact that I can indeed eat popcorn.
Oh, she probably paid a little extra for that.
Yeah! Hello. Hello, do you like my...
She's so gorgeous.
Is it pigtail?
She is so beautiful. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so you like my hairstyle?
I love my split-haired goth e-girl Discord GF. My autistic little princess e-whore. But she only whores herself to me.
Like crying.
Aww.
That movie makes me...
This is the movie. This is the movie she posts up. This is the expression she posts up when we watch The Green Mile. Also, is that black fucking makeup?
so sad, or like, I have to get up tomorrow for
Why didn't you commit, Shiori? Why did you commit? Why did you not commit?
work. That's horrible. Like, why would I have to punish myself?
It gives me beat up wife vibes.
That's disgusting. So
Shiori,
I can
commit,
cry while
please.
eating popcorn now. Oh, and then if I don't feel like
Oh, it is pastel goth Lolita. Look at this. This gives it away.
Being a pretty princess. I can turn a little emo, so this is my alternate
I like
color.
this better.
And I can
I
take
like this
off.
better.
Yay! And look at the beautiful background. I really love this.
I love the background
That's what
too.
I look like. This is me. I'm gonna go cry now.
I like this. I love this. I actually love this.
I have a big collab.
When I have a girlfriend, I need her to dress up like this, or at least similar to this. This is a particular type of goth outfit I've never seen before.
Sweet. And an original song next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me a song next week?
Bye bye. Oh, we're at 19 points. Your IQ, multiply that by like 5. That's your IQ. No, sorry, that's too low. Multiply it by 6. That's your IQ. Yeah, let's go. Bye.
Okay. Wife, thank you. Thank you. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Hold on, chat. Do you guys wanna see my suggested pages? Look at this shit. Okay, we're going to choose which one to watch next. Okay. I don't deserve Shiori, bro. We don't. We really don't. It's crazy. Jiggly. Okay. Oh fuck, WestJet. You can't give me a video, man. You can't give me a video. Shiori. Oh, I thought this was a serious clip. Shilili can't discuss anything with Bao or Numi. I thought this was serious. If this was drama, I would have watched it. The outfit isn't goth. Oh, it's not. It's basically just pastel Lolita. It's just Lolita. The dark side of the Philippines? Okay, we have this one. We have, okay, contender number 1. And this is contender number 2. No, contender number 2 is WestJet. And then... Oh, that's me. Oh, Kobo is live. Wow, you're not Hololive news. Crazy. Crazy. Okay. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Towa rant. Where's the Towa rant? Let me see the Towa rant. Where is the Towa rant? Chat, I do not see the Towa rant. Oh, this one! This one! Okay. Let's look at this.
ダンスレッスンではすごいことが起きた。トワは
Thank
先
you for the
生
happy
になった。
birthdays.
一回ダンスレッスン。で
Sure.
もマジでびっくりした話がこれしていいのかな。ダンスレッスン行ったら先生いなかったんだけど。
Okay.
先生いなくて
I have a feeling this isn't actually serious now.
ダンスレッスンしたいですって言ったら先生いなくて先生いないんですけどって言われたら言われてないんでって言われていやいやダンスレッスンだったら先生いるだろって
Duh, right?
言われてないんでってどういうことってそれ
I
が
feel like, isn't that obvious?
起きた
What the fuck is Towa supposed to do? Learn the dance herself? Are you
衝
stupid?
撃の衝撃の出来事ではあった、
Okay.
と同時に呆れた
Okay.
笑い事ならいいけどいやちなみにめちゃくちゃキレた
I was really pissed
どういう
off.
こと
Okay.
って言われてないんでってじゃあ聞けよなんでこっちのせいにしようとしてくんだよと思ってめちゃくちゃキレた
Okay. Cute.
笑ってるけど今終わったから笑ってるけ
It's
ど
over. Okay.
ここホロライブに入って5、6年
Holy fuck! Vesper assassinated the god damn dance teacher! Oh, Nusi, hi, welcome to the stream.
だ
Yeah.
ってこんな
It's my womb ejection month. Day, year
衝
thing.
撃な出来事はなかった。いや、あるよ。衝撃な出来事はもう何十回ともあるけど。
Are you white girl wasted? I don't know what that means, but I'm caffeinated. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Mujin talked about the Stectron during the stream on your suggested, among other things. Confirmation it was Pink who asked him not to talk until the court case is over. Oh, I mean, yeah, I feel like we know that already, right? Yeah, I feel like we know that already. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Hold on, chat.
So we have our little cute your.
Hold on. We are going to watch that which video was it? Which video was it? Fuck. No, where is it? I'm a little late. What is this post about Vesper? We didn't finish Toa. Oh, we did, but it's there's basically nothing there that like, you know, I can like we can really talk about. The Vesper thing is just more funny than anything. It's just Schizo's saying that, you know, there are people. Oh, sorry. Schizo's talking about how Vesper and Nimi are apparently a thing. Yeah. Hold on, where is it? Jesus. Chat, I don't see the recommended anymore. I kind of wanted to watch at the
So we have our little cute York slippers. It would have been.
I wanted to watch the Philippines video. Or at least the WestJet video. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Chat, I'm trying to find it. Wait. What makes them think that? True! Nusi, true. Yeah. Just search Dark Side of the Philippines. Okay, yeah, true. That was the title, was it? Yes, that was. Wait, there's two of these. There's two of this. This one's longer. This one seems more horror. The Dark Side of the Philippines, Asia's crime capital. Crime capital in the sense where a lot of criminals escape the Philippines to escape to the Philippines to get away from their crimes. The answer is yes. Let's look at this then.
I spent hours researching this, and I'm telling you right now, it made my skin crawl. Scams, exploitation, and networks that don't look like lone criminals.
I'm going to get... Okay, chat, look. Okay, look. I am when it comes to video essays and like videos like this, you will always guarantee... you can always tell. And because I'm an expert at it, I will tell you guys what this video is all about now. This is probably going to talk about the scam incidents that happen in the Philippines a lot. How Philippines active and even how the Philippines police like help in Philippine crime, and how there are like drug rings or crime rings in the Philippines that go after people, innocent people that is, for crimes that they did not commit, because the Philippines is notorious for that. I'm going to guarantee you that right now. Oh man, in college we had to do a paper on crime in the PH. Yeah, PH is very popular when it comes to crime. Yeah.
Philippines has one of the most disturbing sides of the internet on the planet. And
I'm a gambling man. You can gamble on what I just guessed. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to talk about.
when you realize how it works, you start to feel like the internet isn't just watching you, it's feeding on you.
Sure.
Romance scams tend to be very common
there
in many
we go.
parts of the world. But
There
what's
we
going
go. Yep. Okay. What did I say? What did I say? Check that off the list.
on in the Philippines with this topic is completely out of control. In fact, it's estimated that 63% of these scams worldwide are run directly out of Manila,
Yes.
the capital of the Philippines.
They are.
Romance scams are carried out by people who create fake profiles, pretend to have a romantic relationship with any horny little sucker they find on the internet, manipulate them, and steal their money.
So is this like, by the way, question chat. I don't know if this is a political or a moral problem. So, you know how there are a lot of guys that want to, like, you know, like sex tourists or, you know, expats, let's say, that wants to go into Philippines, into Thailand, into Southeast Asians because they think it's easier to bag women there because because like Philippine or Southeast Asian standards are lower than like American standards and the girls are easier to fuck, right? But then women in the Philippines know this and they exploit that. Obviously, both sides are wrong in their own ways, but which one is worth supporting more or less? Do you guys want to root for the girls that are just, you know, scamming these fucking losers and get the bag? Or do you root for the guys that just want some easy pussy? Let me point you to a show, 90 Day Fiancé. I've heard a lot about 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah, I've heard it's a dumpster fire. Both sides are passport. It's a mess. Yeah. Shit. Both are shit. Yeah, I know they're shit, but like, which one is more supporting? If I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm Filipino, I'm leaning towards fucking supporting the fucking PH girls that just wants to get their bag. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to double down on my wage here. You know how I'm going to double down my wage here. I bet this video is going to go talk about an incident or even multiple incidents where somebody is pretending to be a woman and somebody's pretending to be a woman. The guy gets here, but the girl already managed to siphon like $60,000, $100,000 off of the guy before deciding not to meet with him and like just run with the money. And then he's probably going to talk about the opposite thing happening, where it's like a guy scamming a lonely fucking 50-year-old woman or something to come into the PH, but then the guy just didn't, like, the guy also ran. Okay, yeah, let's go.
No, Cutie69, 5 miles from your house, is not a big booty goth girl who wants to meet you.
We're gonna gamble now. Bingo
In
card.
2016, there was a case where a 54-year-old Australian businessman named David McLean met Lanny Manalo, a single woman looking for love, on a dating website. After months of romantic conversations and erotic photos, Lanny convinced McLean to send her money for some family emergencies she supposedly had. After 6 months and more than $35,000 paid out, McLean decided to travel to the Philippines to visit the love of his life, surprise her, and meet her in person. Something that obviously never happened. The poor businessman realized that Lanny didn't exist and that he had been the victim of a local scam network who had used multiple...
Is that mine? What the fuck is that? You guys hear that? I don't know what's disconnecting.
Multiple bank accounts and different types of transfer methods to receive the money, which made it extremely difficult for McLean to track the funds. He reported the case, but thanks to the incompetence of the Philippine authorities, he was never able to recover his money or make the guilty parties pay. They simply laughed at him, labeled him naive, and told him there wasn't much that could be done to recover the money he had spent.
Right? Of course. Yeah. That's to be expected.
Just like David McLean, this has happened to many people, and not only men. In 2019, more than 20 American and European women were
Women? Oh my god, holy shit! Chat, I swear to god it's not pre-watch. You all know me. I don't pre-watch my shit. In fact, I got like 4 streams ago, I got into a little bit of trouble because I didn't pre-watch my shit. Already in my bingo card. That's 2 things in my bingo card in the first 2 minutes. Okay.
Filipino fraudsters, led by a man named Aldrin McTanan. These men pretended to be U.S. soldiers, carrying out missions abroad. What they did was look for photos of handsome American soldiers, create fake profiles on different dating apps, and pretend to be single soldiers searching for love and tired of war. From that soap opera premise, they would start talking to different girls, telling them dramatic and romantic stories, something women love, and that's how they seduced them and earned their trust. And just like Lanny Manalo, these scammers spent months talking to their victims, building a romantic, sexual, and emotional relationship. The so-called soldiers claimed they were on secret missions overseas, which made it very difficult for them to manage their finances. So they started asking the women desperate
True, and it's also a way so that when the girl wants to meet, the guy can conveniently just say, "Oh, I'm in a mission during this time. I'm sorry, I can't meet with you." Fuck! Smart!
for love, for money, using excuses like emergencies, legal problems, and many other things. The heaviest case of these romance scams was a girl who said she had sent more than $100,000 to her supposed soul.
What did I just say earlier? $6,000 to $100,000. Three things off the bingo card.
Soldier boyfriend over a 2-year period.
Okay.
Over time, several women realized it was a scam and began reporting the case. Philippine authorities, together with the FBI and Interpol, worked to find the scammers. In the end, in an operation carried out in July 2019, the police arrested Aldrin McTannen and several people who worked with him.
Oh, that's
They seized
surprising.
computers
Okay,
and
I didn't
phones
expect
containing
that.
information about their operations and the victims they had scammed.
I did not expect
And well,
that.
obviously
Gotcha.
the women who were scammed were never able to recover the money they had spent on the supposed soldiers. There was also another interesting case. Jane Ferrer, a Filipino woman, scammed more than $60,000 from
Oh my god, 60,000. Chat, I swear to god, it's not pre-watched, okay? Four things off the list.
Michael
Gotcha.
Bateson, a 63-year-old British man. Michael and Jane started talking on Facebook in mid-2017, and it
Always
wasn't
Facebook.
difficult for her to gain his trust. Michael was a retired and single man with little company. Over the course of a year, Jane made sure to make him fall in love with her,
Sure.
treating him well and sending him all kinds of photos. She constantly
Sounds like what a VTuber would do.
asked him for money, claiming that her mother was sick and that as her partner, he had to support her. So during that time, Michael practically took care of supporting her.
Okay.
He sent her a total of $60,000
Yes.
over the span of a year. That is about $5,000 monthly.
Holy shit. That's like almost like 3 times how much I earn normally.
Keep in mind that the average salary in the Philippines
$400.
is $400
Oh my
a month.
fucking god.
Jane was getting
Pre-watched 5 things off the bingo list.
from Michael more than 10 times what a normal person in the Philippines earns.
Yes.
Absolutely insane. And well, like in most of these cases, when Michael traveled to the Philippines to meet the love of his life, Jane completely disappeared. And even though he reported the case to the country's authorities, the poor and lonely Michael never managed to recover his money, let alone his dignity. And like that one, there are many similar cases. Lonely people looking for love on the internet who end up sending money to some Filipino guy who's playing with their
How do people have enough money to send $60,000 to someone they have never met in real life? Oh, it's very easy. It's actually very easy. The strat there is to always groom them. They're not gonna give you $60,000 outright, but in a couple of months they might. Especially when you guilt trip them, you send them nudes, and you make them like reliant on the affection that you give them, right? And you be exciting. You be that fucking what's the term there? Manic pixie dream girl. Cause like when a man wants to do that, you will always 100% want to gamble on the idea that his life is probably very boring, very monotonous. There's probably nothing too exciting going on in his life. Otherwise, why would he be on the fucking internet chatting up with random people for fun, right? No, you always assume that. So you be as unpredictable, as exciting, as groomy, as sexual, as wild as you can, and they will always give you that money. They will. You tell them what they want to hear. You give them, you give yourself and him like a couple months to know what he really wants to hear. Say it as if you actually believe it. Get into voice calls with him. And again, occasionally you might need to send him nudes. Probably, depending on that shit, right? But you have to remember, if you are able to, look, how much is 100k USD in Philippine money? Hold on, PHP. This chat, 5 million PHP, that is enough to get you a small house in Manila and a relatively big house everywhere else. You run that grift for at least 1 year, you're gonna be able to buy a house. I'm telling you.
feelings more than your ex ever played with you. Online crusaders are a group of people who dedicate themselves to ruining the lives of all kinds of degenerates and online criminals.
Sure.
They're like internet monitors, so not everything you find on the disturbing Filipino internet is purely bad. These groups were born as a response to the total impunity that most online crimes have, especially those related to child exploitation, fraud, and sexual crimes. They take justice into their own hands by exposing and doxing criminals on social media, forums, or even turning them
fucking internet vigilantes, okay.
over to the authorities. And like everything in life, there are many people who support them, but there's also a large number of people who criticize them.
Same,
Mainly
Koi,
for putting innocent lives at risk, skipping legal processes, and creating a culture of mob justice that can spiral out of control. I don't understand how doxing criminals puts innocent people at risk when it's done 100% correctly and with evidence. But hey, there are all kinds of weird moralists on the internet who think they're always right.
Yes.
I mean, it's better to do this than to do nothing. Even though they might have a point, it also has to be said, bad doxing can have disastrous consequences when there isn't enough proof. When names and
you hit
addresses of
the
supposed
wrong
criminals
people.
are exposed, you have to be very sure they're guilty, because you're not only putting them at risk, but also their families, who might have absolutely nothing to do with their crimes. For example, in 2017, a group of crusaders in the Philippines, acting under the premise of protecting children, began investigating alleged pedophiles on social media.
Okay.
In one of those cases, they came across Ray, a 34-year-old man who was using an online account to interact with people, including teenagers. This group accused him of being a sexual predator, claiming that his online activity was suspicious. They gathered Ray's personal information, including his full name and address, and posted it on several social platforms. In the posts, they labeled him as a mild abuser. The post went viral, and within hours his address was exposed,
Thank you, Sleepy
and a
Gore.
crowd of people went to his house to literally kill him.
Oh shit!
Obviously, the situation spiraled out of control,
Jesus.
and even the neighbors began demanding justice. The group of people managed to force their way into his home, breaking windows and completely destroying the inside, not caring that his wife and small children were inside. Ray and his family.
I hate mob justice. I really do. Cause okay, a little bit of DN lore. Back when I was fucking 11, 12 years old, I have seen firsthand what mob justice will do to a person. Or sorry, no, not do to a person, do to a community. Yeah, this just witch hunts. Yeah, exactly. When this sort of bullshit happens, the most intelligent people that you think you know in your IRL in your life will suddenly become a stupid, single-minded, like close-minded freak that just wants to. It feels like they snap. At least in Insane Mindanao lore. Exactly, because this happens a lot in the GTA server in the Philippines. Holy shit. Oh fuck no! I misclicked on a video. Sorry, I misclicked.
Went viral, and within hours his address went room, while around 30 people destroyed his entire house. In the end, they managed to call the police to clear the house. After all of this, the authorities investigated the case and discovered that Ray had no criminal record and that the accusations were false. It was revealed that he had simply been interacting online in a way that, while inappropriate to some, was not a crime. And even though I don't know what they mean by interacting online in an inappropriate way, apparently Ray...
True. PH internet, that is so broad, you might as well say fucking nothing at all. Because that would mean racist shitposting, pedophilia adjacent shitposting, or like being ironically, or quote ironically being, weird.
really was innocent.
Very typical.
Something similar happened to Gabriel Santos,
Hi,
a 22-year-old young man from the city of Cebu.
Okay.
This guy was singled out by a group of crusaders who accused him of being part of a child exploitation network.
Oh shit.
It all started when Gabriel was seen interacting in several internet forums that were well known for being used to share illegal content.
Okay.
Mostly related to CP and that kind of dark stuff. Even though his interactions were actually innocent, the simple fact that he was in that part of the internet was suspicious enough for the group of crusaders who found him. So they started collecting Gabriel's personal information. His full name, home address, details about his family, among other things.
Shit.
This information was posted on several accounts with a lot of reach, along with accusations linking him to trafficking and the abuse of minors.
Okay.
And as usually happens in these cases, It only took a few hours for all of his information to be shared by thousands of Filipino users seeking so-called justice. And just like what happened with Ray, the situation quickly spiraled out of control. People organized and mobilized to surround his house, demanding that Gabriel come out and face the consequences of
By
his
the way,
supposed
7 things
perverted
on my
acts.
bingo card.
To prevent him from being killed, the authorities had to intervene and arrest Gabriel, not because they had proof of his guilt, but to protect him from the crowd,
Smart.
which believed he was a sadist just because some Twitter accounts said so. After his arrest, the authorities began investigating the accusations, tracked his online activity, and discovered that Gabriel had no direct connection to trafficking illegal content.
Duh,
What had
right?
happened was that he was part of several forums where there were, in fact, users with criminal intentions, but he had not shared inappropriate content or taken part in
This just sounds like, I was about to say, chat. This just sounds like Twitter.
suspicious conversations. He was simply a curious young internet user who, like all of us, browsed online communities without knowing the full extent of the risks associated.
If I would get witch hunted just for the sole sin of like browsing kiwi farms when I was a fucking child, I'd probably I'd probably be
with
dead
some of
right
them.
now.
There are fears that don't scream. They just sit there, silent,
Okay.
like a shadow stuck to your skin. For a mother, one of those fears looks like a door closing and footsteps fading away. Your
Oh god. Just this picture alone is enough to give me context. He's probably going to talk about how a young woman got catfished by a creepy fuck, and that creepy fuck raped and killed her.
daughter heading out for a bit and promising she'll be back. In Christine Silawan's case, that promise turned into a nightmare. And the
Okay.
most disturbing part isn't only the violence at the end, it's the invisible path that led her there. Because before the field and the blood, there was a screen. On the morning
Sure.
of March 11th, in Sitilo Mayelege, a villager was walking across
I don't know
a
where
stretch
that
of
is.
empty, desolate land. In the distance, he spotted something lying still. He moved closer, and what he found knocked the air right out of him. It was the body of a young girl, lifeless, with no clothing from the waist down.
Jesus.
Her face had been brutally disfigured, with her skull and eyes exposed. The field had looked peaceful, but now it was a horror scene. The villager called others over. Within minutes, a crowd formed. When police arrived, they tried to clear the area and covered the body with newspapers and a white cloth, but the rumor had already taken hold. The night before, a teenage girl had gone missing, and the place where the body was found was chillingly close to a familiar home. Police went straight to the house of Lourdes, Christine's mother. Lourdes got to the scene with her soul hanging by a thread, and the moment she saw the body, she broke. Even with the disfigurement, she knew. A mother recognizes what can't even be recognized. It was her daughter.
Yeah.
In that instant, Christine Silawan stopped being a missing person. She became a victim. Christine was 16 years old and a 9th grade student at Maribago National High School.
Maribago,
Her
yeah.
friends described her as kind and trustworthy. She had a structured routine. She'd let people know when she was leaving, and she'd always come back on time.
Okay.
She was a devoted Catholic, attended Mass, and served as a lector.
Of
She
course.
dreamed of becoming a flight attendant. Nothing in her life seemed like it was leading to a tragedy. On the afternoon of March 10th, Christine got ready to go to church like she always did. Lourdes asked her to come straight home afterward. Christine agreed like it was the most normal thing in the world. Lourdes expected her back around 7 that evening, but the hours passed and Christine didn't return. Worry started growing like something alive, tightening around Lourdes' chest.
I have a creeping suspicion this guy's using AI, but okay.
Lourdes went to the church and asked about her daughter. A friend, Ryan, explained that Christine had stepped out to buy food from a nearby vendor, and they got separated when he went into the bathroom. When he came back, Christine was gone. The vendor didn't notice anything strange. There were no screams, just a sudden emptiness,
Sure.
as if someone had simply switched her off from the world. Lourdes searched on her own and eventually reported her daughter missing to the police. National outrage erupted when Christine's body was found. A 2 million peso reward, approximately 35,000 US dollars, was offered and a special team was formed. The autopsy was quick and brutal. Christine died around 7 p.m. on March 10th. She had been stabbed 27 times.
Yeah,
Several
I
wounds
agree,
were
Chad.
on her arms, like defensive injuries. There was blood in her genital area, suggesting sexual abuse. And the mutilation of her face
What
and
the fuck do you mean suggesting sexual abuse? Bruh.
neck was so extreme, it looked like it had been done to erase who she was. Some people suggested wild animals might have caused part of the damage, but that explanation felt weak. The pattern was too specific. The face and the neck, as if someone had wanted it to be impossible to recognize her as a teenage girl. Police needed a suspect, and the first name that came up was Jonas Martel Bueno, a local man with a history of murder and disfigurement.
Sure.
But after investigating, Jonas was released. He wasn't responsible. And once again, the case was left faceless, open, raw, and unresolved. Then came the clue that changed everything. Security camera footage. In the recording, Christine was seen walking beside a man the night she was believed to have died. The camera only captured their backs,
Okay.
hiding his identity.
Okay, look. Because I'm a smart man, I can guess what happened here. This girl probably met a random guy online, and when they met, the guy is probably not the way she pictured him to be. Like maybe he catfished her or something. That's why this looks so casual. This looks like she was willing to go with him. This happens all the time in PH. It doesn't end, a lot of them don't end this gruesomely. A lot of them actually end like when the guy having a simp crash out on Facebook or whatever. But I'm going to guess this is what happened.
But there was something even more terrifying than not seeing his face. Christine didn't seem to be forced.
All the time? Okay, maybe not all the time, but you know.
She walked calmly. That video hinted at an unsettling truth. The person beside her might have been someone she trusted, and that's where the internet becomes the real crime scene.
Sure.
Police reviewed Christine's messages and found two key threads. One with an account named CJ Diaz, a supposed new love interest,
Sure.
and another with John, her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
The investigation started turning toward John with a simple theory: jealousy, revenge, a hurt teenager. Public opinion turned on him fast. His family protested, brought up witnesses, raised doubts. The defense insisted it was all circumstantial, but in cases like this, rumors carry more weight than logic. Just when the country seemed to have picked its monster, another man appeared.
Sure.
Renato Payupan Lainez. He was 43, had 5 children, and was arrested for illegally possessing a firearm.
Sheesh.
While in custody, he confessed to the murder. Police presented him to the media,
What?
and Renato said he was the one who killed Christine.
Okay.
And what came next was worse. He claimed he was CJ Diaz. In an instant, the case filled up with modern poison. CJ Diaz wasn't a boy. It was a digital...
I predicted it. That was a 100% accuracy in my case.
digital mask. Renato admitted he used that account to pretend he was 16 and lure teenage girls.
There we go.
Christine was one of them. They had chatted on Messenger long enough for the lie to feel familiar.
Chat. This happens many times in the Philippines than you think. Especially in public schools and like poorer areas.
That's the trap. Repetition creates trust, even when the person behind the screen is a stranger. Renato said he decided to wait for her near the church.
Yeah, no, I'm aware that it happens outside the Philippines. It's just that the way it happens here a lot makes it very, like, not surprising, if that makes sense.
To his version, Christine was shocked when she realized CJ was a grown man and tried to leave. But he insisted on walking her home. And that's when the footage becomes a quiet whisper of terror. It wasn't a casual walk. It was the final stretch of a trap that had already snapped shut inside a chat. Renato claimed he asked Christine to have sex with him, and she refused, saying she would call John to pick her up. That rejection supposedly triggered him. He said he dragged her into the field, stabbed her with scissors, and disfigured her face. Then he explained he confessed out of pity, so John wouldn't keep taking the blame. But the confession didn't erase the doubts.
You have some weird priorities, you fucking weirdo.
Side-by-side comparisons of the footage showed differences in the man's appearance. Forensic analysis suggested acid might have been involved, not just scissors. The autopsy pointed to sexual abuse, but Renato denied it. And the impossible question remained: if the field was close to houses, and it wasn't that late,
and where did acid come from? What? I'm confused.
Did no one hear anything? Not long after, Renato
You're not gonna question the fact that there was acid involved?
Back and pleaded not guilty. And before the truth could be fully sorted out, he was found dead in his cell.
Oh, he hanged
Reports
himself.
mentioned threats, depression, and suicide. With Renato gone, police declared the case closed. For Lords, that closure was another blow. It wasn't justice. It was silence. And that's exactly why this case still feels so unsettling.
He literally pulled an Epstein. Gotcha. Well, I mean, there's allegations that Epstein is still alive, but you know what I mean.
Because the main weapon wasn't scissors or a knife. It was a fake identity. The internet allowed a grown man to slip into a teenager's world without knocking on a single door.
Oh, thank you,
without raising suspicion
Serentira.
in the streets.
Hi.
Without
Welcome.
anyone seeing him lurking nearby. In a chat, age is something you type. A face is something you choose. Trust is something you manufacture. Through constant messages, sweet questions, and the illusion that the person on the other side is from your same world. That's why the walking footage is so twisted. It looks normal because the kidnapping had already happened earlier on the screen. Christine wasn't being dragged in that moment. She was following a story that had started on Messenger. And when something goes wrong online, there are no screams to warn a neighbor. There's only a scene, a sudden silence, a last message that never gets answered.
Sure.
The rush to close the case also left a bitter taste. First John, the ex, turned into the prime suspect because it fit a neat narrative, and the pressure was massive. Then Renato, the confession, the retraction, the death in custody. Too many quick endings for a crime that was way too dark. And while the town slept, that screen kept glowing. A fake profile, a made-up story, and a teenage girl believing she was talking to someone real, not a predator. Christine Salouan became a symbol of a modern kind
Okay,
of
you're
terror,
dragging this out, bro.
a crime that started with
I
an
get
internet
it.
connection. It didn't begin with a visible attack. It began with a fake profile and an invented name. With a grown man pretending to be a teenager, slipping closer without setting off alarms. And that's the most disturbing part. The monster doesn't always come running out of the dark. Sometimes it shows up typing with the...
Oh my fucking god. I get it. Jesus.
Sometimes it lives inside a chat. It's common for predators to use coded abbreviations and harmless-looking phrases to search for this kind of illegal content online without getting banned from platforms. Back to the point, it's not just now that laws against this content in the Philippines are almost non-existent. Historically, legislation against this type of material has been pretty weak, and in most cases poorly enforced.
That is super true, by the way.
And it's not that there are no laws against it, because there's the Children's Protection Act against exploitation, abuse,
Usually doesn't get invoked.
discrimination,
This sounds like AI script. Yeah, I'm guessing that too.
and laws that
But
specifically
I kind of want to stop watching it, but I've already committed 19 minutes into it. What's 5 more minutes?
criminalize child abuse material. The problem is that there are tons of loopholes and not enough resources to enforce them properly. On top of that, corruption and the lack of training within the Philippine police
speed up.
allow many degenerates to get away with it in these cases. And even though the Philippine government has tried to do something, the reality is that the huge demand for this content and the country's poverty create the perfect environment for perverts to keep abusing minors and selling that abuse for huge amounts of money. Something like what happened with the infamous video known as Daisy's Destruction, which was reportedly being sold for more than $10,000 per fragment, showing horrific abuse of a baby nicknamed Daisy. The creator was named
Oh
Peter
my
Scully,
god. Jesus.
and he became notorious for crimes tied to child exploitation in the Philippines. He also founded what was considered one of the largest and most profitable child abuse content production operations in history, called No Limits Fund. Thankfully, this man was arrested in 2015 and sentenced to 129 years in prison at the Cagayan de Oro provincial jail. The worst
Shit.
part is that this man isn't even Filipino. He was born in Melbourne, Australia, and he was welcomed in the Philippines with open arms after being accused of actual crimes and having stolen more than $2 million.
How does
through
it
a
sound
digital
like AI script? Just sounds professional to me. There are multiple tiles. I would get into it later, but I'm too lazy. There are multiple tiles, it's AI.
scam? Scully knew the Philippines was the perfect place for him because he had already made some contacts in the country after creating a website that connected Filipino prostitutes of all ages with wealthy people in Australia. And when I say all ages, I mean all ages. This guy was obsessed with the business of child sexual exploitation. When he arrived in the Philippines, thanks to a few connections
He
within,
looked at
within
that
that underground
Epstein
world, he met
Island
a 14-year-old
thing.
prostitute named Carmen Ann Alvarez, whom he made his girlfriend and accomplice in the horrifying acts he committed in the country. With Carmen's help, Scully offered money to minors and their families in exchange for participating in his recordings.
Jesus.
Specifically with little Daisy, who was actually named Barbie, Peter convinced her mother to hand her over, telling her that he was a billionaire Australian philanthropist who liked changing the lives of underprivileged young people by giving them education, a home, and food. On top of offering them a huge amount of money, he literally bought a mother's daughter. It's estimated that Peter produced at least 10 hours of morbid content, although the specific number of videos and photos has never been confirmed. As you'd
Jesus.
expect, he sold it on the deep web, and his clients were from all over the world. He simply used the internet and the lack of laws in the Philippines to create one of the greatest atrocities ever known in the history of the internet. And he wasn't alone. Peter worked with a pretty large group of people,
I am only loosely aware of this story.
including Filipino police officers and agents. That's why the Filipino internet can be so disturbing. The fact that the police are part of a multi-million-dollar industry of CP content is something unexplainable. And to be fair, those of us in the US have seen some pretty dark things involving the police, but this is on...
If you think your police is bad, imagine PH police. Everyone is poor, as such, is very easy to bribe.
Another level. There's another similar case that's just as bizarre as Peter Scully's, the case of David Timothy Deacon. In 2017, the country's authorities and the FBI raided his residence in Mabalacat, Philippines, where they uncovered a global network of live-streamed child abuse, where thousands of sick people pay to watch and direct news in real time. So Deacon wasn't just recording the abuse, he also allowed pedophiles around the world to pay in order to direct these acts as they happen. When Philippine authorities stormed Deacon's home, they found 2 underage girls who had been subjected to all kinds of horrific acts.
Oh, Jesus.
In addition, they
Is
recovered
PH more poor than ID? The answer is yes. Yeah. Indonesia has a higher GDP, higher amount of people, and higher quality of life. I know it can be debated on whether or not that constitutes as being wealthier, but if multiple metrics say so, then I'm inclined to agree with it.
Massive amount of evidence. Hard drives, cameras, toys, and children's underwear, as well as detailed scripts Deacon used to run the streams and videos. And just like what happened with Little Daisy and Peter Scully, one of the most unsettling elements of Deacon's modus operandi was the exploitation of extreme poverty in the region, where desperate families sold their children or collaborated in the production of this type of content just for money.
Yes.
And once again, thank the universe, or whatever it is that controls our world. Deacon was convicted on multiple charges of child abuse and human trafficking. And like these, there are...
Okay. Yeah, and multiple people get the fuck away. Get away with it, rather. It's fucked up. Jesus. These mothers are just as guilty. Yeah, for a lot of these like people, it's a one and gun. I know it's a controversial take, okay? But unironically, one of the biggest reason any person in Southeast Asia or in the Philippines will tell you to have children isn't because they think you're ready or that you should for its own sake. It's because they literally treat children as an investment. Okay? Like, whenever a Southeast Asian mother or father will tell you that, they usually say something along the lines of, who will take care of you when you're a kid? Oh, I'm going to make these children for like as a free like hand to help with the family. Oh, my child will get me out of poverty when I'm older, blah blah blah. They literally treat their children like this. Okay? So like if you already look at your children as if it's like an investment, and some rich asshole from Australia comes into the Philippines, gives you like 5 million, 10 million PHP to buy that child off of you, then you are inclined to think your investment paid off. And you just do it. You can always breed more. You know what I mean? It's all African and Asian country. Yeah, I'm aware that's not just a PH thing. I've seen this sort of mindset in a lot of Latino and poorer countries. It's very common in poorer countries in general for some reason. But, you know, that's why a lot of children, a lot of parents rather, don't even feel guilty doing it. This mindset still exists. Though, oh yeah, no, they still do. They still do. The difference between now is that the generation that has the responsibility right now to like breed and have more children usually do not want to anymore because of how shit the economy is. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, like for example, right now, if I get married, I would probably not want to have children unless I know I am in a financially stable spot. Yucklex, you're not wrong. It's not racist, it's true. Filipinos are literally just like the Mexicans of Asia. People say that all the time here in PH. That's not racist. You're not racist for saying that because it's true. And it's not like the offensive kind of true where we pretend it's not real. Every Filipino acknowledges that. Yeah. So it's fucked up. Let's see, what videos do I want to watch now? She's a disgrace to woman is wild. When you're poor, you try to get money from anywhere you can. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's just a little fucked up is all. It is fucked up. Why people defends FaZe Con so much? Oh, fuck! Now, there's two things I want to watch now. Why Pipa defends FaZe Con so much and my friends abandoned me. Is this serious? Like, Ludwig doesn't have friends now? Like, is shit for real? Hold on, probably not. Yeah, given it's Ludwig, it's probably not. But fuck, do I want to watch it? You know what? I'm watching the Pipa one. I wanna...
Not to brag or anything, but the FaZe Connect setup feels really professional, and I would just...
I'm curious what this looks like or what she says about this now. I'm curious on what like FaZe Con will look like after that whole Clara Jelly situation. I really am.
I'd like to point out the fact, okay, that when FaZe Connect started, alright, we were just one table! Barely even had anything like... Chat, this is the booth. This is me reacting to somebody's stream. This is probably like the only remaining footage of this. But yeah, there was like...
Okay.
There was like not a lot. There was like not a lot. Like the FaZe Connect booth with the audio back on.
Also getting hungry.
Okay.
Pippa, I think you should fucking kill yourself. Fair point, thank you. Back when Pippa still had hope and optimism. I'm more hopeful and optimistic now. It's because I was so, like, terminally black-pilled that I was, like, latching on desperately for any semblance of happiness. Now I can
I think Pipa's voice used to be higher back then.
take happiness a little bit for granted. Dagobongo, thank you. Old VA. Aw, man, I wish you would, like, zoom out and show the whole FaZe Connect booth. Look at it, it's small. There's like a table for
Cute.
Prince. And there's the Gen 1. There's
Oh.
the Gen 1 standees with the original art in the background. And then right in front is like the mouse pads and the standees and stuff. And then
Cute.
there was like these little boards with the stickers and the keychains on them. Isn't that
Okay.
crazy? I picked up my first FaZe merch order from Sakana himself instead of him shipping them. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god, the standees with the huge bases. I wish you would show those. There's all the like, tiny merch. Oh man. Is this before you were Origins? Yeah, this is when it was just FaZe Connect Gen 1. We shared
Okay.
table space with fucking Sundaria. And then we did it again.
Oh my god! Sundaria, what a throwback!
At Anime Expo. We went to
Was Sundaria alive when Offkai announced? Wait, hold on. Release 2023. Okay. Sundaria collapse. When did fucking Sundaria close? Wait a minute, what? Offkai first con. It should be 2022 then. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, there we go. Never go. 2022. Yeah, okay. I looked at it wrong. Yeah. What a throwback.
Anime Expo and we shared a booth with Sundaria. Isn't that crazy? Here, I'll do another stream like this for FaZeCon. I'll go through your guys's Twitter posts. This is what I did. I was so amazed that there was a VTuber convention happening. That all I did for this stream was I just scrolled through what people were posting on social media. I was just looking at
Thank you, Rushady. I wish death would claim me faster.
people's like, Twitter posts. It didn't matter if it was about FaZe Connect or not. I was just amazed, like, oh my god, a VTuber convention is happening. We kind of take it for granted now, or at least I do, that there's VTuber conventions every year. Remember watching it from the Con Hotel? Yeah. At one point, people in chat were like, "Oh, we're watching this in the hotel, or we're watching this from the con. Say hi." And I was like, "Oh my god."
And it was so novel. Both of them too. Yeah, there's multiple VTuber cons.
And now I'm very much curious. I wonder what FaZe Con would even look like without the drama. I really am. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't FaZe Con basically like HoloFest, but all FaZe Connect? Would FaZe Con have the sort of attendance numbers that Offkai have, I wonder? I'm curious.
I remember begging Sakuna to get one of these pen lights. I don't think he did.
No, it's
what
like
am I saying
PAX?
here?
Probably. Yeah, that used to happen.
I wanted the pen light.
Oh, Kisaka Toriyama was kind enough to interview a viewer down here.
Look at her fucking voice, dude. It used to be so fucking high-pitched.
Off Kai debut, we discussed our creative projects, convention life, and how to keep sane running a merchandise.
Oh, it
empire
won't be
and keep it
exclusive. Gotcha. Fishman, invite me.
Time.
What the hell is a
Why
BGM?
don't you drop by her more? Why don't you interview me, huh? I'm definitely there. I'm
Oh my god, remember this Pipa voice? Damn!
definitely at.
Oh my god, is that
I'm
Pipkin Pippa?
definitely there right now. I'm definitely. In
It
the
was
pool right now.
Pipkin
I'm down in the
Pippa.
pool. Viewer Town podcast.
I didn't know there was a
Bismarck is in
pool.
the ship or no? Yes, Bismarck is in the ship. The ad is silent in English. Shut the fuck up. Kisaka love? Oh, you're a fan of Kisaka. I don't think I've seen her stuff before, but her merchant.
Look at that voice. She literally got a suicide treatment, bro.
This is surreal. Kazuki, thank you. I miss Pippa's old VA. I hate Pippa's old VA. This is very different.
It's definitely very cute.
Meanwhile, I've done multiple off collabs with her now. That's fucking crazy, chat. Crazy how far things have come. We went from sharing a table with another agency to now we have our own convention. Somebody should sell deodorant at FaZe Con. Mr. Hair, thank you. It's really funny to see those off-kai videos and get constantly flashbanged by saying friends I made there. Also, holy moly, 4 whole years.
Cute.
Hell yeah!
Cute, cute.
I just can't believe we
That's
started
Beto.
out as just like a little table.
Oh, that's Holostars. I just realized. That's Holostars.
Just
That's
like a
Tempest,
little,
bro.
just like a little table. Not even a full table. FaZe Connect started it.
Oh my god, it's him. Chat, it's Vesper.
It's half a
Get
table.
this man away from here. Sheesh.
And now we have our own
Look at this off
convention.
guy.
Isn't that crazy?
It probably feels surreal, yes.
Well, yeah, if I ever seem like kind of like bitchy or defensive about FaZe Con, like it comes from a place of love. Because man, like it's been a crazy journey.
Oh, thank you,
man.
Mazuko.
It's been a
you.
crazy fucking journey. It's been a crazy journey, dude. Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy, man.
crazy.
Just remember, even if it's scuff, it'll be a learning experience to make next time even better. Yeah.
Damn. I wonder what will come out of this. I'm curious. Fishman, invite me. I might DM him. Hey, I want in, bitch. Please. And then I'm going to fucking, to do the oars thing. I do the oars thing. Good luck with that. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, Jesus. Chat, that might be it for today. Oh, true, Azehara. It's not like your reputation could be worse, so you might as well just invite me. True. Either double down or suck it up, old man. Fucking get me in there. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that might be it for tonight, chat. Thank you all for the super chats, and thank you all for the birthday greetings. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. I really do appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, video tomorrow. If you remember, you probably already saw the video because I uploaded it first for members. But video tomorrow, I'm getting a guy to like remake the thumbnail. But aside from that, expect that to be happening soon. What video? Oh, it's basically just about girl failures and losers in general. It's actually a video I made like 2 months ago. I'm going to get that's a little lore drop for you guys. That video was made 2 months ago. I'm just dropping it right now, cause well, things got busy. Yeah, things got busy. So anyway, I think that's all for today. Is Shiori featured in that video? No, but Nerissa is. So, yeah, that's it. Alright, chat. I'm going to go sleep now. It's fucking almost 11 a.m. for me. PM for me. Bye-bye! True, not the little lore drop. Yeah, true. Bye-bye! Bye-bye!